Alright, so when it comes down to practicing, if there's any advice I can give to you guys is one, get comfortable, and two, stop giving a shit about the outcome. So here's the thing, practice mode, a lot of people, what do they use it for? Like figuring tech out, labbing shit, which is pretty good, right? Corner combos or like combos in general, which is also good, for execution and stuff like that. But one thing that a lot of people like have problems with, myself included, is you learn something in practice mode and you're trying to carry it over to your actual gameplay against other people, and it's hard because you just go to autopilot mode. What I like to call it Mr. Robot mode, because you're just not really thinking of anything. You're just like just doing what you know, really. So it's just one of those things where it's like, fuck, dude, like I've been practicing this all fucking month in practice mode, and when I get into an actual match, I just do the same shit, what I'm comfortable with, and people have a hard time transferring over what they learn from practice mode. You know why? Because people care about the fucking outcome. People set goals for themselves and they say, "Oh, I'm gonna land 2 anti-airs in this match. If I don't, I'm fucking trash." And then they don't find that opportunity to land that anti-air, or when they do find it, they fuck up and they don't even do it. Why? Because they fucking care. They care about like getting better and shit, as you should. But honestly, my biggest advice, and I follow this till this very day, and ever since I started following it to this fucking very day, I just find myself, I don't want to say win more matches, but just enjoy the game in general. And that's like not playing to win, really, like straight up. Like most of the time when I play against other people, I'm not even trying to win. I'm just trying to like land shit that I was like working on, like whether it is tech or staggers in practice mode or anti-airs even. Like I'm pretty sure if any of you guys played against me, I land an anti-air, I get hype as fuck because that shit feels good. A lot of hard work in practice mode, and it's like coming out in an actual match just feels really, really good. Or like let's say I'm like practicing a stagger, right? And I actually like it actually works in the match. It's like holy shit, that actually worked in the match. Um, it just feels good. That's where I get my satisfaction from. Like things that I've learned in practice when I'm actually landing them in a match. Because people play, to fucking win, and that's great and all, but like to me, it's just who gives a fuck. I really don't give a shit about winning. I really don't. I get satisfaction from like shit that I put work in practice mode, and it actually coming out in a match. And not only that, but when I tell myself I'm gonna dog walk this motherfucker, it never happens. It always just becomes this stress ball of a match. But when I play against somebody, all right, I'm just gonna have fun. Fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. I end up fucking winning. It's just one of those weird things where just when you just stop caring, it just works out. It's like you tell yourself, I'm gonna go to the club. I need to come back with 2 bitches, and that never happens. But when you go to the club, hey, I'm just gonna sip my brew, listen to some shit, and then pussy falls into your lap. You're like, holy shit, I just knocked this bitch up. 3 months later, you got a kid on the way, and that's life. So, so it's kind of like that in a way, where just don't really care about the outcome, and just shit comes flying at you. So, that's my advice. Literally, if like let's say you play Combat League. When I used to play Combat League back then, I would tell myself, I hope this motherfucker beats me. I would be rooting for my opponent, and I would do find myself blocking more than I should, because I would just like, I just don't care. Who gives a shit? Like, Jesus Christ, there's no reason to like really care about this shit. So there's that. But you're like, hey, what if I'm trying to learn and play competitively? That's even better. Like honestly, the reason why like on ESL matches, every time I play ESL matches, I'm not nervous at all. Like I love playing ESL, right? Like just playing against other motherfuckers that want to compete and stuff. And I'm never nervous, not fucking once, because I just don't care about the outcome. Fun fact: I'm actually undefeated in ESL, but there's a lot of fuckery where people fucking they quit the matches and somehow I lost. That's a story for another time. But yeah, I don't really care about, about fucking winning. Um, but I do find myself getting nervous when I play Combat League for some reason. I just like don't want to get put in a situation like playing against fucking assholes or it's like fuck. Now this guy's gonna teabag me and it's like Jesus Christ, right? But that's it's weird. That's the only time I find myself getting nervous, and that's when I play like shit. Straight up. Every time I get nervous against playing against these losers in Combat League, I get nervous and I get my ass whooped. It's a weird fucking thing. So yeah, get comfortable and stop giving shit about the outcome is my biggest advice. Um, and then honestly, within time, you're gonna start seeing results in your gameplay, whether it's whatever you're practicing. Like right now, I've been practicing having my opponent poke me, and after they poke me, I grab them. I've been practicing that, and like I've been kicking ass with it. Like I'll do a stagger block and then grab them just like that, and it works out really good. And that's a new mind game to my game. Now every time I do a stagger, my opponent's gonna try grabbing me or something, and then when they try grabbing me, boom, eat this fucking short hop motherfucker. So there's stuff like that. The more and more you start adding things to your gameplay, the easier and easier it becomes down the line and stuff. So like that's my biggest advice. Stop caring about the outcome. Play to just yes, have fun, as people like to say, but just play your fucking game. Just care about your actions and stop caring about your opponent's actions. If your opponent's always jumping and grabbing you, then figure a way out of that situation. But don't get uptight like when things don't go your way, because like there's a long time when I was learning anti-airs and I did not land them not fucking once out of like 8 games, and I would beat myself up for it. And then months and months I keep practicing, keep focusing, and like learning from my mistakes, and now I do them shits like it's nothing. So yeah, that's my biggest advice. Stop fucking caring, and get comfortable. Just get comfortable with doing things. So yeah, hopefully you guys get motivated by this little, I guess, TED talk I just gave you guys. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Holla back. Check you bastards later. Deuces.